Dark Drink and Conversation, written by Thomas Kennedy, narrated by Stephen Miller. Chapter 1. The Sergeant. Mulligan's is the sort of pub you'd keep a secret. Warm and snug, the soft light embracing dark brown wood, and a pint of Guinness that's only nectar of the gods. In a hectic world of pace and change, it remains sober, steadfast, and demure. "Holy Christ," he says with feeling, as the barman places a frothy pint within his grasp. I drag my eyes from the racing page. I am in the presence of a fellow sufferer, a fellow traveler on the road of life. I know him well in ordinary life. However, the fact that he is dressed in full police uniform with the rank of Garda Sergeant has not escaped me. He pushes his cap back to reveal a low forehead over a dark shock of graying hair. His heavy-boned, weather-beaten face has the long-enduring, lived-in look of a man who has seen life, red of tooth and claw, in the raw, in all its wonderful variations. "Soft day," I offer, to acknowledge that his remark had not fallen on the empty air. He downs a third of his pint in a swallow, and nods to the barman to set up another. Then he eyes me, having taken my remark on board. "Soft, is it?" he asked, and I sense his pain. "There's some that say it's a shite day." He elaborates. "A day where nature conspires with chaos to produce confusion." "Nature?" I ask, trying to catch his drift. "Dark, dull, drizzle that's trying to be rain, everywhere gloomy. A day that brings the depressives to the fore," he explains. I pick him up wrong. "Sorry for your trouble," I say, thinking he's suffering from depression. He looks at me as if it has begun to dawn on him that nature is not finished with him yet, this day of days, and, ignoring the fact that we have a long acquaintance, he conveys by his look a sense of wonder that perhaps nature has conspired to throw him together with a fool. And Mulligan's is the only sanctuary he knows. He looks about, but there's no escape. We are alone in the snug. He finishes his pint and then considers deeply the bottom of the glass. "You don't look the type of man who gets depressed," I throw out, sensing my attempt to be comforting has driven him deeper into the abyss. Our eyes meet, and he realizes I am sensitive to his pain. He relaxes and searches for his second pint. "Get you one?" he asked, indicating my 3/4 empty glass. "Don't mind if I do." We skirt about it for a couple of pints. I update him on the state of the racing page, and we share a joke or two over the recent performance of the Dublin Gaelic football team. In discussion, it becomes clear to me that years of residence in this city have not dulled the sergeant's allegiance to his home county of Cork. We shift the conversation to safer ground, dealing with Manchester United, Chelsea, and Arsenal, and the general state of play in the English Premiership League. Then he can stand it no more. "Early days yet," I offer in recognition that it's too early for tea time. "Early shift," he explained. 6 o'clock start, 2 o'clock finish." That explains the drink. However, he is still in his Garda uniform, and this is a measure of his desperation. Admittedly, he is in the private sanctuary of the snug and Mulligan's, but he is not wont to drink in uniform, being a stickler for maintaining standards, and in fairness not wanting to frighten other customers who might not know him. Indeed, I conclude he must have had a shite day. "The Howlett girl threw herself into the canal up at the lock," he adds. "Howlett's from the flats?" I inquired to get a better fix, for if this is so, then that's an attractive red-haired girl. "You remember her?" he asked, and I nod. "Didn't I teach her for 6 years? About 20 years ago. Not overbright, but a solid sort of girl." "Yeah, got her in one." "Is she dead?" "You know young Fitzer, the pervert from McCall Street?" he asked, and I defer to his right not to reply to my question, not at least until the relatives are told. I say, "Who doesn't?" wondering how Fitzer has added to his troubles. "Well, as life would have it," he explains, "said Fitzer was up at the lock, trying to do
Sample complete. Ready to continue?